Okay, this will be a really interesting one that I got. It's an interesting one, challenging for little children though. Let's see what it is we've got. Make this one contrasty. I'm going to lighten it a bit. All right. Let's see what this is, what we've got. It's a little bit tricky to handle, but we got here bag of jigsaw pieces. Obviously it's a jigsaw puzzle. These look like double-sided jigsaws. I don't think I've ever seen them before. It's a children's one. We're not going to put it together. We're just going to spread it out on the glass in a randomish sort of pattern. It's obviously designed to challenge little brains, little children, which can't be a bad thing. It's nice to give a child something that they can work on and hopefully master. Hopefully it won't cause tears and tantrums. I'm the kind of person that used to throw, well, I've got disabilities, like with my parts of my brain don't work, so that explains why I had problems learning and comprehending things and chucking hissy fits when things got too hard. But normally it's good for a child to have their minds challenged with these sorts of puzzles. I was actually given, when I was 5 years old, a jigsaw puzzle that was comprised of 100 pieces. I mean, I'm pretty smart, and I think puzzles weren't actually a total weakness. I mean, not jigsaw puzzles. Now that looks interesting. But basically, my parents gave me a jigsaw puzzle that was 100 pieces. So it was a challenging puzzle. I remember doing it. I don't know if I finished it. I think I might have finished it. I am smart in other parts of the brain. It's mainly the hippocampus and the short-term memory that have been damaged at birth. It had most of my brain is quite high functioning. I do believe I might have Asperger's syndrome, but it hasn't been diagnosed. Neither have the brain damage and what's caused my education to be seriously disrupted. But basically, my love of photocopiers is a typical thing that an Asperger child or adult might have. It's just something that we're into technical things and gadgets and shit like that. But the thing is, it's not called Asperger's syndrome anymore. I think it comes under the classification of autistic spectrum disorder, or ASD, I think, and basically it is classified as high functioning autism. I think that's the new diagnostic term. Don't quote me, please correct me if I'm wrong. So it's still the same illness, just a different type of label. But basically it's the same thing, you know. But basically I'm good at things that require analytical thinking, but I'm not good at theory or memory type tasks. But I do look forward... Oh, shit. Fuck. I have to select the original size. I'm good at this sort of shit. I can work things out, like I've just worked out why the image was printed. I had a gut feeling it was going to print like that because the scanner was only part way there. I should have followed that. But basically, photocopiers, I work very well. No, we don't want inches. I work very well with photocopiers. I can't work as a technician, but I can sure make use of them in this kind of fashion, in this creative fashion. And it's something my father has never really appreciated, my talent with making graphic images with photocopiers, but he's going to have to accept it one day. But basically I've been running this campaign, and one of the things I want to do to prove to my dad that I'm not a failure is I want my video work to go on television as well as go on YouTube and Facebook and other social media sites. I want my dad to see that I'm not a failure, that he will understand, that he'll believe in me, and that he'll know that what I'm doing with the photocopier is something useful, not something stupid or idiocy. And basically, I want him to apologise for bullying me about my creative use of the photocopier. But I've got another thing. I've got to forgive him as well. I've got to learn to forgive him, and I want my brother to also apologise for him bullying me in the 90s. So I have a real thirst to make amendments with my father and my brother. But at the meantime, I'm just going to keep making these until they finally air on free-to-air TV and also cable TV or whatever else I can put it. I don't want to hold a grudge forever, folks. So, hope to see you in TV land, everyone. Hopefully.